guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna share with you my New Year's resolution, and I'm gonna start with a bit of like disclaimer intro kind of thing. I generally don't believe in New Year's resolutions as such, because to me, whether it's December 31st or January the 1st, it's still you. Like, a new year doesn't really mean anything. I don't believe that just because it's a new year it's necessarily easier, but it's a good reminder for you to basically revisit the things that you want to do, improve, change, cut out of your life, all of that. So that being said, most of the things that I'm gonna share with you are probably things that I've been working on for a while. Some of them I've started doing in December. Some of them I've probably been doing for the last 5 years, and I still need to be better. There isn't anything that I was waiting for the 1st of January to come for me to actually try and do. But I just thought I would share with you everything that I would like to improve in my life or in my habits. Some of this will be very much related to my job as a software engineer, and then of course some of them are not related to my job. Anyway, let's get into it, because this video is gonna be a million years long otherwise. I have a list, that's why I might be looking into my screen over there. I'm gonna start with the software engineering portion. The first goal that I have is I want to get back into coding challenges. When you apply for jobs, internships, things like that, you normally get these coding challenges, and it's basically like coding problems that you have to solve. I used to do loads of these and I enjoyed them, but at the same time it was very stressful. The whole time I had this pressure to remember them, to understand them, because I knew that I'm preparing for interviews and I knew that I might get asked these questions. But I actually enjoyed the coding challenges themselves, so I'm hoping to get back into those, because now I will be doing them just for fun. And if I ever were to change jobs, which I'm not planning on doing, but these kind of interviews might still be around, probably will still be around, so it's good to keep those kind of skills sharp. Solving these kind of coding challenges are like completely separate skill from like normal software engineering, so you don't really do these kind of challenges at work. I don't know, that was my point. I like coding, so I want to do more of those. I'm thinking maybe one per week. I mean, I'll still be doing 8 hours of coding every day, so yeah. Goal number 2. I've just started my job, so I'm pretty new. I still don't know what's going on. I have a long way to go, but I want to improve so much that I'm in a position to mentor someone by the end of this year. Just general mentorship, just helping someone settle into their new role, into Bloomberg, helping them figure out things. Yeah, you know, you get me. The next one is I want to improve my knowledge in financial markets and economics. I work in Bloomberg, and there's a lot of financial markets, economics kind of information everywhere, and I don't know anything about these topics, like zero. And I really wish to be able to basically understand the language, understand the conversation, follow the conversation, maybe even take part. It is an interesting topic, so I feel like me working at Bloomberg is a very good opportunity for me to learn a little bit about these things. Number 4 is I want to build something fun. Recently I found this guy on YouTube. I'll put his channel here. That's a good spot. So I found his video where he's basically trying to build a surgical robot on his own, and it was freaking hilarious. I laughed so hard. Then I checked his channel out, and he does a lot of engineering projects, and they're quite fun. I don't think I can do a surgical robot. I think that might be a bit too ambitious for me, but I just want to build something like just fun for the sake of it. I don't know what that would be, but I'm really keen. I used to like going to hackathons when I was a student, so I think it would be fun to do something like a hackathon worthy project. Which brings us to number 5. I would like to explore professional hackathons. There are loads of student hackathons, and I love going to those. And I think there are a lot of hackathons for professionals. I don't know anything about them. I know they exist, so I want to at least explore that kind of opportunity and see if I can take part, if it will be fun. Number 6 is very general. I'm just very excited to be good at my job. I've just started. I'm still going through training. I'm excited to become independent in my work, to start contributing value to the team, which will take a bit of time. I am very excited to get there and to work hard to get there. I think we're gonna start moving away from the software engineering ones. We have 6. I think that's a pretty good number. Next one is I want to read more, and I want to read 1 book per month. Before, when I was younger, I was always like, oh, I want to read like 100 books this year, which is quite possible if reading is your main activity, but it's not. Like, I have so many. I'm gonna keep it realistic. I'm gonna keep the bar low. If you are a software engineer, you would know that you under promise and you over deliver. Number 8 is get back into dancing. I've been dancing most of my life. When I was younger, I was constantly in competitions, performances. It was probably the biggest part of my life apart from school. And I think the last time I was doing dance classes was in Glasgow when I was doing my internship. That was a year and a half ago. I had promised myself that once I finish with uni, I'm gonna get back into dancing. And that was actually part of why I was super excited to move to London because there's so many amazing dance schools here, but then Corona happens and here we are. I actually signed up for dance classes with this really big choreographer from the US. He did an online school when COVID lockdown started to happen in the spring, so I signed up for that last month and I've already been doing some classes and it's really fun. Even once per week is still pretty good because I really do miss it. Resolution number 9 is to stretch more. Currently I stretch pretty regularly, but it's more for maintaining my flexibility. I want to start building up my flexibility again, like just improving it further rather than just maintaining it. So far I've been just working on not becoming less flexible. Resolution number 10 is to run 10 kilometers in an hour or less, and that's actually something that I've been working on since September. I'm following a coaching plan with Garmin. The next one is run half marathon. I've never tried to run half marathon, so I'm hoping maybe in the second half of the year I'll be able to. Number 12 is travel more, but we'll see. Number 13 is upload 1 video per week on YouTube, and 1 video per week is not too ambitious. I still have a full-time job, so I can't really commit to more than that, I don't think, for now, but I want to stay consistent with 1 video per week. Next one is I want to draw more. One of my main hobbies is drawing. I'm kind of on and off with drawing. Like I go through these periods where I draw a lot and then I kind of get overwhelmed with other things in life and I forget about it. I've never really stopped, it's just that I haven't been very regular in the past few months. Number 15 is finish German level B2 by the end of this year. Currently I'm right in the middle of B1, so I think that's doable in a year. 16, I need to fix my sleeping schedule, and that's an ongoing problem for my entire life. I cannot fall asleep early enough. On the weekends I sleep like 13 hours because I just need it, and then half of my weekend I spent sleeping. So I really need to fix my sleeping schedule and hopefully go to bed around midnight, and I think midnight is pretty decent. Number 17 is cook more. I do cook. I do eat relatively healthy, but the problem is that I don't cook that much now. I used to love cooking. I've been so busy in the last few years of my life that I've kind of fallen into this circle of cooking literally the exact same things over and over again, and then I got tired of eating the same things, so I started cooking less and less, and I started eating more like soups that I get from the supermarket or just quick salads. Salads is hardly cooking. I just want to bring some new things into my feeding routine. Number 18 is a bit weird. I want to organize my phone and my photos. I've accumulated such a massive amount of photos, and like 95% of that is absolute junk. I've been organizing my photos from my phone into like years, so at least they're not all in one place, but I just want to gradually start going through them and just deleting them, because if I carry on like this, by the time I'm 40 I'm gonna need like a data center to keep all of my junk photos. Number 19 is slightly related. I want to catch up on my Instagram uploads. That sounds very silly, but I've traveled a lot in the previous years before COVID, and I've taken so many pictures, a lot of them specifically for Instagram because I want to share my travels with the world, and I have so many good photos. I just never have the time or patience to go through them, pick the ones that I like the most, edit them, upload them, because that takes time. Since I'm not even traveling now, that's a good time to kind of catch up on that. The way I'm organizing my Instagram is in rows, so I want to upload 1 row per week, and I think that's pretty doable. That's like 3 photos. And number 20 is my favorite, and it is to care less. And what I mean by that is not become a psychopath, but I care way too much about people's opinions. It has been holding me back in the past as well, and I just want to get rid of that. Whenever you're doing something new, something that's a bit different, people would always feel some kind of way about it, and they will judge you, and they'll, I don't know why people do that. They're still kind of making you feel uncomfortable, like you're doing something super stupid, and it makes me feel like I am, and I want to get rid of that feeling. I want to stop caring about what people think, because who cares what people think, you know? In 100 years all of us will be dead, and then none of this would matter. So why should I care about what this or that person has to say about what I'm doing? If someone's judging me, that's on them. Like, what are they doing that is better than what I'm doing for them to be in a position to judge me? Most of the time, nothing. Why should I care about people like that? This is the end. I think that makes 20, which is a very big number, but a lot of these things are kind of like in the background, or I'm already doing them, so I'm hoping it's not too much. I feel the way for you to be as successful as possible when it comes to achieving goals, and when there are that many, is to have small goals. As I said earlier with the books example, I want to read more, but instead of saying, oh, I want to read 100 books per year, which in my current situation is pretty much impossible. You've just heard how many hobbies and interests I have. I want to read 1 book per month instead. I think that's the key. You should be very realistic with your goals, because it's very easy to want things, but when it comes to actually executing and fitting them into your schedule, things are not so easy. And then the next part of achieving goals is set yourself up to success. You're much more likely to succeed in something if it requires less actions. For example, whenever I really want to draw more often, I would put my little sketchbook and my pencil right next to me on my desk, and then they're always so quick for me to grab. If they're kind of tucked away in my bookcase or in my drawers, this not only means that I have to physically go and grab them, which sounds silly, but people are lazy and I'm lazy, but also means I need to remember to do it. When it's right in front of me, it reminds me I have to do it, whereas when it's hidden away, I might just not remember. It's not that I don't have the time or the desire, I might just forget. You just need to design your environment in a way that reminds you of your goal and helps you achieve it. Anyway, this is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and maybe you found some inspiration for things that you can incorporate in your life. Leave me a comment with one resolution or goal that you have for 2021. I'm pretty interested to see what people are kind of going to work on this year. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Why am I holding a battery the whole time? Bye guys!